It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we get to watch Brian Robinson Jr., your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Commanders and the Patriots on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in really scuffling, losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And they've been an underachieving team, but they do have some pretty good pieces in place. Let's see if they can use some of the younger guys and make themselves better.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week 7.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 23 carries, up over 130 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Marcus Jones there for the tackle. This defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Spins by. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The distance was never the question there, but he gets a friendly bounce to carry that thing through the uprights.
Yeah, and when you're trying to hit from 50-plus, you got to expect the ball's going to slide one way or the other. So he's pretty fortunate there. He's able to bank this one in.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Big yardage that time for Washington. 54 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, It's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Taken at the goal line. He's still barreling through. New England trying to get a place on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. And the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lick.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And Washington has taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Patriots ready to get the football back. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, He just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 4. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. K.J. Osborne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. So here's a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. A 40-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game of 20-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So another drive coming up for this Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much. and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 68 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Running left is Stevenson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Okay,
So
all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again,
That's
everyone.
On the
Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season.
Ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. From there, let's head up to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Tyler Lockett, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Rams locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he returns this to the 22. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Running on first down, Eckler. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Robinson, he'll try the left side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Murray. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Second and 4. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Hunter Henry, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Back to throw. Daniels. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And Parton, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. In Washington territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 27 all. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Daniels. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, boy, you got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Oh, the return is Osborne. So the Patriots coming out now. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd and 9 now. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A give for Stevenson, running right. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To the right side, this is Stevenson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's going to go down again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Operating from the gun, Daniels. This is caught. It's Brown. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Jones on the return. They'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Patriots. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Benjamin St. Juste. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Cockrell holds it in left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
The first throw for the backup Foles. And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 5.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevenson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll look to throw here. Open man is born. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And the Washington offense heading out. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return is Jones. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. So the Patriots now down by 5, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock, and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Throw left side, and Osborne has it. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Robinson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your own crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Commanders,
the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And